You're right. You're right. We fail to also live in the moment and enjoy where we currently are because we just focus on what society, what social media also portrays, and we just
And
feel
that's a big thing
pressured
with
also.
social media.
Yeah. So all of those external noises influence you and actually puts pressure on you and your personal journey and your pace, your personal
I feel
pace.
like no, sometimes we plan for life, guys, but life has its own plans for us. Sometimes you don't want to work that job, but you ended up finding yourself working it.
So we plan and God decides. So you can plan your life to the T and God decides, oh no, you're not gonna go that route. Or you get there but within 5 years. So you get there within 3 years. So it's just about being patient also with yourself, you know.
It's better to be delayed than to never achieve it. Welcome back to another episode of our Safe Space Fam. As always, I'm your boy Pimelo. You know, I'm not rolling alone. I'm always rolling with my beautiful, always the exceptional, wearing pink today, shining bright like a flower out here. Missing Tabby, y'all.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Our Safe Space. And yeah, like always, I'm happy to be here. You know,
always happy to be here, man. In today's episode, we're gonna focus on society standards versus personal standards, or your standards or society standards, whichever way you wanna go with it. So, where's your head with it?
oof. When I hear that, I'm thinking journey. You know, like yeah, your personal journey and like the society's standards and as to where you're supposed to.
What does society standards actually mean? What can you elaborate like society standards? What does that mean to you?
I think society standards is more like where society expects us to be. For example, maybe they expect us to be married, have kids, settle down, have stable careers by the age of 30. And most people say no, life begins at 30. You know, yeah.
And your personal ones is your personal goals and things you
Yes.
set out for yourself.
Yes.
So like for me, society standards basically is basically what you said, but also bearing in mind that we are not living our lives for society, we are living our lives for ourselves. So your journey, it matters more for me. Like your personal journey matters more, and you know you don't have to go with what people always want you to be. People have expectations. It's like also like going into a relationship, we have these expectations, and when we don't see this person doesn't meet these expectations that we have set in ourselves for another person, and we feel like it's kind of failing me, it's kind of like giving, like this is not what I was meant to be in. It's not like that.
Yeah.
You are actually putting a lot of pressure in yourself because of if you don't enjoy something as it's supposed to go or it's how it's meant to be, you will never see the beauty in it. You will never understand the luxury of having something like this, you understand? Because if you already came here, like, let's say if I did traveling, I expect now we're supposed to go on dates, we're supposed to look nice on Instagram, we're supposed to do tutorials together or whatever. And then when we in the relationship, I'm like, traveling is more like a calm person, doesn't like social media, doesn't post that much, doesn't even like going out that much, values personal space over over public spaces, so a lot of times we fail in certain things in life because of our own expectations already that we have put in ourselves.
You're right. You're right. We fail to also live in the moment and enjoy where we currently are because we just focus on what society, what social media also portrays, and we just feel
that's a
pressured also.
social media.
Yeah. So all of those external noises influence you and actually puts pressure on you and your personal journey and your pace, your personal pace.
I feel like also when you say social media, I feel like also this thing of comparing our journeys with other people's journeys. We have this person like we both graduated school around the same time. This person is doing this, and you not there, or I am there, and that person is not there. It doesn't. Those things that's not supposed to matter. Even though I know sometimes it brings this pressure in us that I'm supposed to have a car by now. I'm supposed to have this by now. Like even what if you're never gonna have a car in your life? I'm sorry for saying it like that. What if your journey in life was to never have a car in your life? In your whole entire life, you never gonna have a car. What if that was your journey? You don't know. Sometimes we plan for life, guys, but life has its own plans for us. Sometimes you don't want to work that job, but you ended up finding yourself working it. Because I know, like, I have a lot of people who say they will never work retail. Like this other girl I was having a conversation with the other day. She was like, I want a job there, but I don't want to work retail. What? Because like I don't want to work like I don't want to
Long
live
hours.
heavy things. I don't want to work long hours. I don't want to work on weekends. And I looked at it and I'm like, to be honest with you, currently retail are the biggest hirers right now. Nobody is hiring more than retail outlets right now. Everywhere you go, like you always gonna find there is always space for all vacancies in retail, and that's just the reality that we are living in today.
I was also having a conversation with one of my good old friends, like long term friends, and I was talking about how, like sometimes it's okay to deviate. Like you're saying, maybe you went to school with the same person, like they are doing something different, you're doing something different. It's okay to like just move away, to pivot actually from your career. If you maybe thought right now you'd be a doctor perhaps, and then you're not a doctor, maybe you are, I don't know, you're something else, you work at another company or something. It's okay that you pivot, but life doesn't have to be, you don't have to be stuck to one thing, being like, okay, I studied for this particular thing. Now things are not going my way. Let me, like, it's okay to pivot, to change. That's how you actually grow. And also, one thing I've also learned is that we decide, but we know we plan and God decides. So you can plan your life to the T and God decides, oh no, you're not going to go that route. Or you get there, but within 5 years. Or you get there within 3 years. So it's just about being patient also with yourself.
Yeah, like because also saying that also like I've seen it also with I saw this post the other day, but it had to do something with soccer. And this kid Lamine Lamar, he plays for Barcelona, and he won the UEFA Champions League or something like that, Euro League. He won it at 16 years, and I think Ronaldo won it around 31 or something, like for the first time in his life. You see, some people do get there early in life, and some people do get there later. It's better to be delayed than to never achieve it. You understand? And sometimes we often give up too easily because we feel like, oh, God doesn't love me. Or God doesn't favor me. God has his favorite children. Like, no, sometimes God is putting you on a different path of journeys than other people. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, doesn't see you, doesn't see your struggle or see you putting in work. It's just that you are just built different than other people. We are not all built the same. Some people cannot withstand the pain of life. Others give up on life easy. Others go the journey of life and they enjoy every, like the other day I was telling myself I'm gonna enjoy life as it comes. The good, the bad, the messy. Like I'm gonna enjoy it because all of these things makes us, you understand? Like because like you cannot say I like Intabeling, but I only like Intabeling when Intabeling is like that. But when Intabeling is not in a good mood, you don't like her. No, like her the way she is because that's her. Like that's you're not always gonna get
All
the
sides
good.
of her.
Like there's always the bad and there's always the messy. Like when you deal with people, I've learned also that things tend to get a little bit messy also sometimes. So things get a little bit tricky sometimes, and we all just need to be accepting of life and accepting of our journeys and accepting of our mission in life and what I guess like the core purpose is actually finding out what your purpose in life is. Why are you here? I have a question for you guys. Please go out there on the comment section and tell me what is your core purpose for you to be on this earth.
But also, do you think you have an understanding or you know what your core purpose is in this life?
My purpose in life, I don't know. I feel like I'm such a I'm such a I'm serious person. Like I never take anything serious to the T. Like I'm such a but I'm also like out. How do you say this now? I hate talking about myself.
No, but I understand. I'm also most of the time like you. I try, let me say, try not to take life too seriously because once I do, son, it's not pretty, it's not cute.
When for me also like when I take everything too serious, it tends up me not enjoying everything that I do. Like I don't like doing what I'm doing.
Yes,
when I was in school, my lecturers used to tell me, don't be something different now. Just be you every single time because the version of you that you bring every day when you come here is what makes us interested in giving these classes. You asking all these questions, you debating with other students, you know. Like, just stay what you are. It's working for you. So if you come here now, you're sitting there, you have nothing to say, you look like you are angry. Like, like lecturer not lecturer used to tell me that it made him feel like I'm uninterested in the class. It made him look like
he's boring.
I'm boring to him. Like, he's not. I'm not interested in what he's saying. Like, he wanted me to be like the person who has always something to say. You know, the person who's gonna say something, regardless whether it does make sense to someone, whether it doesn't make sense to you. But just me engaging made him feel like he's doing his job better than he actually thinks of me just sitting there. You understand? So for me, like, my purpose is like, I always thought my purpose is just to 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 help other people and make people happy and make people see the beauty in life and be positive about life, because I'm very positive and sexy.
Yes, you do actually have a positive outlook on life, and you have the energy. I mean, yeah, you guys see how I always laugh on this podcast. So you are doing that, and you don't have to do it the way other people are doing it.
Yeah, definitely. The core thing in life is always to be yourself. You know, like, there's no greater goal than achieving every single day, than going through every single day, than being your own person. You know, like, being your own, like, you're accountable to your own happiness. No one, like, I'm not saying people don't make me happy. The people that are a part of my life, that are in my life, the people that are doing this with me right now, is the people who make me happy, you know. That's why they're around me. But they don't have to be accountable for my happiness. They don't have to be the main reason why I'm happy, you know. We have to make ourselves happy. You know, the happiness has to come from inside, showing from the inside out. And that's why, for me, I feel like my journey right now, obviously, I'm not where I want to be. But that does not mean I'm supposed to be sad and angry because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm enjoying where I'm at. Like, one day I'm gonna reflect to this moment and be like, you know, I used to be there.
Also, speaking about personal journeys or personal pace, I just so happened to watch our first episode, and then I was like,
Our first episode.
that was
If you watch
us.
that episode, you are an OG space.
Yeah, I was just like, that was us, and it's more like, I don't know, it was just insane because, like, from where we are now and how we started, the growth is like evident. You can see that right now we're much more comfortable being in front of the camera. Right now we just more more of ourselves. We just gone into it, so it's more, man, it's just beautiful. Sometimes you just reflect and look back to where you come from.
Speaking of that, also, like, you see, if we took everything that people said about us serious and not doing it our own way, we wouldn't have been this, like, how we are today. You understand? If we went with what standards other people have set for us to do our podcast, we wouldn't have been doing the podcast the way we want to do it. I'm not saying that we didn't take people's advices or
We
what people
definitely
we did
listened,
listen to what people say, and we did try to incorporate what they bring, but the core essence of this thing is we didn't want to lose our own identities. You know, not losing our own identities and not, like, being our own people, not losing that really built this what it is today, and going further, obviously. Yeah. And the other thing is, why do we lose motivation, or why does motivation fade away?
I think motivation fades away when you start, not, I don't want to say taking it too seriously, but when every day you just wake up and the first thing you think about is your goals, or where you're not, where you currently aren't, and where you're supposed to be, instead of just like being grateful and practicing gratitude in like where you are today. And like most of the time you don't realize that you are living at least one of your answered prayers. So just waking up and it's like, oh my god, by December I need to be this type of person, and that's why I need to plan, I need to have this, I need to have this. So we become demotivated because we become burnt out. That's why I was saying I don't have New Year's resolutions, because that's how we start the year off with so many goals, and we were like, okay, every day I need to work. Yes, it's okay to work towards your goals every day.
It's
Just
okay
like
to
1%,
set goals for yourself also.
and like 1% every day, but don't do too much on one day. Don't do too much on like January, and then by February you're already burned out. By March you're already burned out because you started off so strong with so much pressure on yourself that by the time when you're actually supposed to be reaping your rewards or reaping what you've been sowing, you're exhausted.
But the other thing that's also scary is mental exhaustion. Like, yo, I can never emphasize anything more than mental health, guys. Take care of that thing.
You need to be intentional about your mental health, actually. Every morning, you need to be conscious. One thing that I've started doing this year, I wish I did it last year, but I have grown, guys, like I said. What I do in the morning is I set my alarm to wake up like 10 minutes before my usual wake up time. So in the morning, what I do is I check in with myself. I don't write anything yet. I just lay in bed and okay, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. What are you doing today? What are you looking forward to? And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I say thank you, God, for another day. And then at night, 10 minutes before I sleep, I just lay in bed again and I say, thank you, God, for the day. And I say what I've done. And yeah, just talk to myself. How am I doing now? Yes, like checking in, like how am I feeling now? I'll be like, yo, I'm so tired. I did 1, 2, 3, and 3, whatever. I didn't do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's it. I'm not saying I do it every day. I'm saying I check in. Most of the time, it's 3 days out of 5 days. Most of the time, it's like 2 days out of like 7 days. But I do check in and be
with
like,
yourself.
yes. So that really helps because now I'm more conscious into how I started the day and how I'm ending the day, and yeah, so that helps me. And one thing I'm intentional about is being more conscious about my mental health. Physical, we can talk about it later, but mental, I'm really there, and
yeah. Going back to why motivation fades away or why we become demotivated in life is for me also. I feel like we idolize too much. Also. Like we idolize
our goals.
Besides our goals, other people way too much. We idolize people too much. We idolize other people so much that we ended up want to live life like them. You understand? We can never live another person's life. You must always just live your own life.
And you also don't know what they're doing behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
you don't know like what that person is doing to achieve that, or what they have done to achieve that. But we sometimes we idolize too much, and when we cannot meet those standards, we become so demotivated because now we become like it's like we are becoming failures to ourselves. But you have never ever set up your true goals for your own self. You have never set out to what you want, what you like. So like for me, I feel like that's why we become demotivated. And the other thing is like we don't have role models anymore. You understand? We don't have people we can look up to anymore because I feel like role models died, honestly, for me. Role models died. There are no longer role models that we can look up to. There's no people who reach these heights in life that we sometimes wish to reach, or these type of places we want to reach in life. People who are already up there, like they don't bring in other people in anymore. No one is putting anyone on anymore. No one is mentoring anyone anymore. You understand? There are no mentors anymore. There are no people who are taking young kids under their shoulder, learning them, teaching them these things. Everyone is so focused on their own selves, and everybody is so focused on their own stuff. Everyone is just living their own lives separately. The only time when we come together is it's sad times, or it's times where we it's these temporary happy moments. You understand? Like going out and having drinks. It's this temporary happy moments. So I feel like that's one of the reasons too. And to become demotivated in life also means that you are doing something wrong with your own self. Like you are doing things wrong in your own life. You're not doing things the way you want to do them. You're doing it the way other people done it before. Or like if we could shoot this podcast the way other people shoot their podcasts, I feel like we are not gonna do the right thing. I feel like if we shoot content the way other people are doing it right now, if we could talk about, I don't know, man, celebrities, if we could talk about groove, if we could talk about, I don't know, all these other things that other people always talk about. Not saying what those people are doing is wrong, or they're not doing the right thing. They're doing it their way.
And they're also doing it according to their strengths and
And yeah,
abilities.
if we would do that, we would burn ourselves out, because I know deep down in our own personal aspect of life and our own selves, I know we're not those type of people. I know the both of us, we don't care about who's dating who.
We don't know who's dating
We don't
who.
know who's dating who. We don't care about those things. You understand? We're not bothered. The only things the thing that brought us together is because we had a common vision. You understand?
Yes.
We wanted to address something. We wanted to speak freely about the young people living their lives, and we wanted to motivate people to live life again. we wanted to we wanted to be
A safe space,
a safe
also
space, you know, where people could
vulnerable.
actually look at these two people talking here out of their heads, out of their minds, you know, about some things that they're going through.
It's
And you
relatable.
sitting back at home and feel like, I feel the same way sometimes. We wanted something that people could relate to. We wanted to touch people on a personal and a spiritual level. And we wanted to talk about God. We wanted to talk about, you know, our goals. We want to talk about what we want to reach. We want to talk about what we don't want to do. We don't want, like, we understand. We wanted to talk things about people are uncomfortable to talk about. And I feel like if we would have done it the same way people were doing it, we would have also been the motivator.
And perhaps we would have grown much faster than we are right now.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It's also more like,
Definitely.
again, the personal pace where it comes in. Where
Yeah.
It's, if we would have gone that road, we would have gone faster. But because we're doing it according to our strengths and abilities and according to our vision, we are moving at a pace that we are supposed to move at. Exactly. Because we know for sure that we are attracting the people who are the right people to our channel. Yeah. People who share the same sentiments as us, same values as we do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what it is, man. Like, and also the other thing is, people always get to tend to be caught up in what other people do. You know, not about that vibe, man. That's not like that vibe. Don't be caught up in another person's life. You know, you will never fill another person's shoes. Whether that person is bigger than you or whether you're bigger than that person, no one is gonna fill anyone's shoes. We are here to fill.
There's only one you.
There's only one you in a billion people all around the world. You know, there's only one you. There's only one person who's gonna think like you do. There's always gonna be a person who's gonna like the things. There's always gonna be someone who likes the things that you do, né? But there's always, you are always gonna do it in a different way. You're always gonna do it in a way that they cannot do, even though you guys like the same things. As the same as you dress nice, but there's always someone who's gonna dress nicer than you. You know, there's always someone who's gonna be on top.
You can literally wear the same outfit, but it won't look the same.
It will not look the same. It could be the same outfit, but it would never look the same because of you. You're gonna pull it different the way the other. Some people are gonna like it that way. Others are gonna like it your way. You understand? So we are different people, and we should accept that. If you feel like you are weird and someone call you weird, it's fine. Embrace your weirdness. Your weirdness makes you unique. If someone says you are what, like, you know, people have so many words to describe other people but themselves. You know, people have so many things to say about other people but themselves. You know,
and people always describe people they don't understand as weird because they're different to what the norm, what we normally see, what we normally behave around.
Let's just start there. What's normal?
Personally, I feel like what's normal is more what's common.
I feel like what's normal is what society projects to their standards. It's fine. And anything other than that is to be perceived as weird. You know, if you like wearing black most of the time, people are gonna call you weird because this guy is always wearing black every day. Why is he wearing black every day? They're not even gonna understand why you wearing black every day. They're not even gonna understand why. Maybe it's his favorite color. Maybe it's her. You know, it's her look. You understand? It's her identity. She chose it. You understand? But people are always gonna feel like, what, you know, people have always something to say. Yeah, if you are like a quiet person and you are just focused on yourself, you don't care much about what other people do, people will be like, it doesn't, just because you feel like you don't want to associate that much, you know, other people value personal space over society, guys, and it's also fine. It's fine to be alone. It's fine to it's fine also to not be understood. So it's fine
when you say it's fine not to be
understood,
I remember misunderstood.
Misunderstood. It's fine to be misunderstood, bro. Like, no one is gonna be like you. No one. That's never gonna, like. You know, the other day I told a friend of mine that when we die, whether we poor, rich, middle class, whatever these things that society has boxed us to live in, break out of it. Because when we die, no one is gonna care that Ntabeleng was a billionaire. Ntabeleng was she worked that job. Oh, she had a government job. Oh, she had her own business. People are only gonna remember you with the memories they've lived with you. If you were a terrible person, they're only gonna say terrible things about you. If you did ugly things, they're only gonna remember the ugly things that you did. No one is gonna remember you for
Your
what you had
titles, what
or
you
what you give or what people are gonna remember you by the memories that they have built with you. So I try to the people that I keep together, I try to make as much as memories as much as they good. Sometimes they bad, sometimes they messy. But I am trying to build memories with people that I truly love and enjoy being with. Because when we're gone, that's all we're gonna have. You're not even the clothes that we're gonna leave here behind. They're gonna get raggedy at some point and they're gonna be thrown away. The TVs that you bought, the fridges, the whatever that you bought, all these earthly things, they're gonna break down at some point. The money that you leave behind, it's gonna get exhausted at some point. People are only gonna remember you for the memories that they've built here with you. That's the only thing they're gonna remember you by. They're not gonna remember you by your job title, your degree.
Masala driver,
And I
Porsche.
drive a Porsche, or
It,
like people are gonna remember you by
they
those
might
things.
remember you for giving them a lift in your Porsche on a rainy day.
On a
'Cause that's
rainy
what
day.
makes you you.
Yeah,
You
but
are
then
a helpful
but
person.
like if you have a family, take vacation with your kids, your wife or your husband or whatever, you take vacations, go out to restaurants, eat, stuff like that, build like those fine memories that because when you're gone, people are never gonna remember that. Feeling and pink.
Wow.
You understand? Like,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
people are just gonna remember these memories that they made with you. So be careful of what memories you build, and be careful with who you build these memories with, because of like, yeah, people. It can be tricky when you deal with people, guys. And I love people. Yeah, but some of you guys try me, try me.
Please don't try Pimela. But yeah, man, yeah, everything you said really does make sense. Like, yeah.
Everything that I say always makes sense.
Oh my word. But yeah, yeah. Do you have any last words for you, like wrap it up?
You can. Turbulence gonna.
But is this not tradition, like wise words?
It's 2026 now.
New traditions.
New traditions, baby. New traditions.
But yeah, I do agree with you on what you said. Like being also with creating memories also more about being more present with the people that you're around. Being intentional. That's my actually motto for the year. Just being intentional, being present, and just enjoying life, taking it one step at a day. Yeah, so just take care of your mental health, guys, physical health. Don't forget to move. Just do whatever. Even if you must wake up and do a little stretch, just move your body so you don't become sad or depressed. Whatever, move your body, check in with yourself, and move at your own pace, not according to what society wants you to do and who they want you to be. Yeah, just ask God to guide you in this too. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for me. I don't have much more to say, honestly.
Yeah, for me, on my side, it's like, whatever society throws at us, always throw yourself back at it. Always throw yourself 10 times back at it. If people that don't, if someone don't like you, don't be in their face like this all the time. Just cut it off, bro. And if they don't want to stay away from you, tell me. I'll deal with them personally. I'm kidding. But like whatever you do in life, like in Tabalin said, be intentional, be present. Never take life for granted. We only have this one chance to do this life thing, and whether we do it right or we don't do it right, or whoever feels like we're doing it wrong, we're not here to do it the way people have done it before, and we're not gonna do it. The people who's coming after us are not gonna do it the way we did it. So it's better to live life the way you are comfortable with, and never ever feel like you are a failure or you useless. I want to tell you today that life has more meaning to whatever it is that you see. Sometimes we're not where we're supposed to be at, and we feel like we're not at the right place, or we feel like we're not moving correctly. Don't stress yourself over that, man. And whatever you do in life, always work, always keep yourself busy, always do something, because the moment you do what you love and you enjoy what you love doing, you're never going to work a day in your life, and you're going to get paid for free for doing that. and whatever it is, may God take care of you guys. I am Pamela. This is Ntabeleng. This is our safe space. See, Siso is behind the camera. He's smiling there. He's happy because the boy is here. It's 2026. Guys, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I must spoil you guys. Must spoil your lovers. And I want to say this. I'm saying this to the girls. Girls, Valentine's Day is not about the women. Valentine's Day is about love. Two people who are in love with each other. You must also spoil your man. I love you guys. We'll see you on another one, and on another one, and on another one, and